It's the Twitter section of the podcast where I go just down to some shit that I see on my Twitter feed and give my comments and shit. I ain't going into threads and shit to see what other people say. I don't got time for that. I'm just gonna read what niggas is tweet, comment, keep it moving. John and Baby. One person said wine was created to drink the bottle in one sitting. I mean, if you're alcoholic, cause I can't drink no bottle in one sitting. Shit, I can hardly finish a 40 in one sitting. I'm a little nigga, but the big little nigga, big heart. Little nigga, big heart. Me, for extra Corona money during the COVID, I'll dress in an Easter bunny and go lay eggs. Also, face painting at the first house and bleeds all over the costume. I don't know what that means. Shout out to the homie. But niggas make a lot of money doing face painting and shit. Makeup, I consider that face painting, cosmetics and shit. You can make some bread doing that. Invest in yourself. You heard? Hey, here's a question. Be real. What age did y'all lose y'all virginity? So I really lost my virginity probably about 13, 14, which was a one-time thing for a minute. I didn't hit the bitch again. I fooled around with her friends on the slick. And I think they all knew, but I never smashed any of them. The person that I did lose my virginity to, I don't know, it might have been 16, 15, 16, really. I did a lot of hide and go get it when I was little, but you know, that wasn't smashing and shit, that was dry humping. That set you up for real humping, I mean, so hood niggas play hide and go get it. Let's keep this shit going. Next Twitter post I see is about the Kansas City fuck-ass Chiefs. Fuck the Chiefs, you know, I'm a Titans fan. We've had their ticket for a long time, but somehow they came out in the AFC Championship and beat us. We only with a one-man pony. They stopped throwing the ball. I don't understand what's going on, but made to the AFC Championship. It's been a minute. You feel me? We replaced our starting quarterback, Mariota, for Tannehill, who just got re-signed. Mariota's no longer on the team. That's just how the NFL works, nigga. You could be it started one time, gone the next. Started one time, gone the next. Next tweet I see says, sorry for not responding. I don't care about anything anymore. The corona out here will have that to you. Keeping to yourself, not trying to worry about other people unless they sick. But you not trying to get sick. I ain't trying to get sick. I ain't trying to go nowhere. Like I said, I'm supposed to start work on Tuesday. Heard that shit being pushed back, and I'm praying that shit get pushed back. Now, this goes for a whole bunch of different type of scenarios. Parked cars conversations hit differently when y'all really fuck with each other. Which is true. I mean, you can have very shallow conversation with a nigga you don't fuck with because y'all not trying to give certain informations to each other because y'all swear niggas scheming on each other. Or you get into some real conversations and that's how you meet real friends. Deep conversations always equal good friendships unless they just use that information against you and pass it on to someone else. There's dirty people in this world, but sometimes you gotta talk about shit. So it may hurt you or help you in the long run, but it always helps. Next tweet. A drug dealer should never get more time than a rapist. Ever. Kind of indifferent on that. I mean, you should get a lot of time for rape. Not as much time as drug dealing, but it also just depends on, you ain't gonna You can't put one person that raped somebody, possibly at a young age, thinking that the other person wanted it too, and that person may have, and down the line really didn't, so now it's rape. But drug dealing might kill some communities, but it also help out the communities. It all depends on the drug dealer and how he do it. Some drug dealers, it's just for themselves till they make it big, and then they spread it out to the community. They gotta put somebody on, somebody put them on. So I mean, it really keep going. Rape is forever. You'll feel that pain either side, regardless if you meant it. It was kind of consensual. Rape is bad. This is a real question too. It says, this tweet says, I can't wait to find someone that cares about me as much as I care about them. A lot of people out here missing good opportunities with good dudes, picking the wrong dudes, and they put all their love in it to someone that's not really caring about them as much as they care about them. That shit real. That's why a lot of niggas and a lot of bitches, they go quiet after a couple of weeks without texting or something, or hang out ain't chill. I mean, you gotta give a nigga a couple times. Sometimes the woman, she's scared. Sometimes the man, he's scared. You feel me? Y'all could be in an environment where one person feels safe and the other person don't feel safe. Just gotta be careful out here. But you always want to love your hardest. So even if it don't benefit you in one relationship, you take it to your next relationship and it's for sure going to benefit you. It's also going to hurt the other person because there's just some shit you think is going to transition from one person to another person. Sometimes it do, but sometimes that person need help growing. I mean, you could run into a person that's only been in a couple of relationships to someone that's been in fucking 15 and they was treated bad in those 15, but that one person could change it. But being through those 15, you may not let it because you've been hurt too many times. That's why you always gotta give love 100%, and always don't be shady to a person because you don't know what they got in heart unless you've seen some history, and that's just not what you're really working with. Trust me. Next tweet is also a love tweet. It says, being in a relationship won't heal you, and being single won't kill you. So you should actually date with the purpose. Some people so focus on the outside of a person that they don't want to get to know the inside of the person. So it's hard for people to actually put trust in each other, because sometimes the person in love so hard and got shitted on, and some people that ain't loved hard, when they do try, because of their reputation, it don't get counted the same. So date with a purpose. Make sure you're ready for that shit. I mean, if it takes 7 months to make a relationship, that's what it is. Fuck around if you need to, whatever. Just make sure you eventually know that there's one person that you want to be with. And then just try your hardest to get with that person. Hopefully they ain't in a relationship. Sometimes they are. Sometimes you gotta steal them. Stealing helps. Sometimes it's not what it meant to be. Sometimes you'll realize what you're missing. But you always gotta take a chance, because that's life. It says never let someone take advantage of you. Know your worth. That's a very deep answer, because a lot of people don't know themselves because they've been through tragedy, and it takes a good person to show them. Sometimes they scared to let a good person show them, so the friendship is a good way to go. But sometimes friendship take too long. But fuck, I don't even know what to say on that one. I'm just gonna keep it moving. Alright, so I just read a tweet super serious. Alright, it says, expecting people to handle situations or go about situations the way I would is where I fucked up. Expecting people to hold loyalty, honesty, and respect as high as of a standard as I do, where I fucked up at. Expecting people to care and love as hard as I do is where I fucked up at. Okay, you never fucked up. You just, the people that you with just not understanding or willing to give that same stuff because they could be doing some shady shit. So they don't want to accept that because they know they not putting out the same thing. Even if a marriage is 50-50, a lot of these marriages fail. Some people marriages work because they don't see each other a lot, unless it's special occasions. A lot of those relationships thrive more than other relationships if you're with the person 24/7, 100 days out of 7. You're getting arguments and shit. Arguments are hard to get past sometimes. Every person feels the same, mentally and physically. Some people aren't in there, so, and every person don't get better because of one person. That goes along with parents. I mean, you got evil people in the world. Some of those evil people are just parents, and they just don't do as bad as some other evil people, but they're horrible people. So you just gotta keep a guard up, but still don't hold too much of a guard up because you won't be able to accept it, or that other person will feel you holding back. It's not gonna be good for either situation. Personal tweet right here says, I get irritated, go silent, and ignore the fuck out of everybody. We don't feel like being bothered by people and shit. Your loved ones, family, friends. Loved ones and families and friends is all one. But sometimes they not. You feel me? Everybody look at something differently, especially how you grew up. Your friends could be more than your family. But working, family, friends, not trying to get your peace by yourself, that shit gets fucking irritated. And you do want to go silent. You do want to go MIA because you don't want nobody to hit you up. You just want to do your own thing. You might be in your feelings. You might have some past shit going in your head that you just don't feel right. It's always good to take a break. Do some type of meditation, which ain't just what you see white people do. Meditation could just be you with some headphones and doing your own thing. Just going to another room so you can focus, driving in your car, yelling, blasting music, just doing what you need to do, which is good. It's hard to do some of that shit right now during the COVID, but it's also easy. If you're living with a person that's irritating you or the people, that shit's rough because we've been quarantined for almost 3 fucking weeks. And hey, common nigga tweet. My mother boiling eggs for my little sister to paint, and I ate them. Now everybody's mad at me. Niggas do that shit all the time. Especially if you a nigga cooking. Not saying that she was because she said that her mom was, but if she was helping in any process, eat them fucking eggs. Fuck them. Ain't really supposed to be doing shit with the COVID anyway, so what you need them Easter eggs for? You feel me? Get rid of them hoes. Eat them hoes. Potato salad them hoes. Next tweet. Another real tweet. I like this one. If I don't get a new car soon, this old one gonna kill me. Niggas, if you take care of your cars, you don't have to worry about getting a new one. You feel me? If you just keep up the maintenance, your car should last. I mean, you may have to replace parts here and there, but you put more money in your car, so you could sell it to get a better car. That's really hot things to do these days. Now that shit do cost money, labor and shit, but I mean, you'll make more money, you'll get a better car. Someone's gonna be happy, you gonna be happy. That's a win-win. And that's it on that one. This one says controlling your temper is really a job. It really not. If you can keep a positive thought, then there's nothing that should really make you mad unless you let it make you mad. I feel like anything after a day, you should be able to get over it unless it's not fixed and you've discussed it. Niggas got problems every day, especially if you black. You grew up with a problem, you is a problem to this certain community of America. So just, it's already hard being a color in America, so don't let a temper also put you in a system that it's gonna be hard to get out, because they gonna be watching because they already know you got a temper, and that shit don't work out in the long run, G. Now everybody's different. Some niggas like to be quiet, some people like to talk. Even those people that's quiet gotta be in the environment to talk. I may be one of them. Sometimes I'll be silent like a motherfucker if it ain't something I want to talk about. But if it is, I'm in this thing. I debate both sides. I just like to hear what people think about the shit that going on and fuck. So silence is a good thing. Talking is a good thing. But this tweet also sound like you probably talk more when you by yourself silent than when people are around you talking. I get the way sometimes. It's normal. We just gotta keep it moving. Next. Hey, this one says, I still can't believe my boyfriend, Granny, made me a whole thing of banana pudding. They love me so much. Hey, my grandmother do the same thing. Both of them fuck with me. And my sister, she be making that fire banana pudding too. Shit's wonderful. Fucks with the banana pudding. That's my favorite dessert. I don't really care for the bananas in it or the whipped cream, but I'll put bananas like from the side on there, because once they get mushy, black and shit, don't nobody want to eat that. That shit look gross. Hey, this tweet says, niggas be like, I want you, but don't talk to you all day. Niggas do be wanting women. And women be wanting men, but it's that fine line of where a nigga be tired of texting a woman and they don't text back for a while, or women just feel like they shouldn't be texting a man at all. Like, they just too high up here, but you need to bring that shit down, because that's why y'all be single. Alright? Sometimes you gotta slide in the DM, that'll get you where you want. My dad got proposed to. I don't know if he would be married to this day if he didn't get proposed to. That's just how some niggas work. You feel me? Maybe it was in his plans, but wasn't in the plans fast enough. Next. This tweet said he died for all of us. That's love. Jesus did die for all of us. The Son of God gave his body, soul, blood, anything that he could do for us and our sins. So, I mean, you can be forgiven for your sins, but at the same time, they wrote your sins, so I'll be confused. I am Christian, but, you know, that's just some shit that people don't want to answer, or only God should know. But the Bible is supposed to be about God, and I mean, it is Jesus, but shit don't make sense sometimes. But Next tweet. Let's keep this shit going. Hey, this the realest tweet I read in a second. It says, I miss my friends telling me, text me when you home and not receive anything. Niggas still do that till this motherfucking day. Let me tell you. Till this fucking day. Niggas be like, yeah, you can come over when I get home. Hit you up tomorrow, like, damn, bro, I forgot. Got home, went to sleep and shit. That's nigga shit. I done did the same shit. This tweet right here says the worst battle I've ever fought with was between what I felt and what I knew. That's love right there. Or when you like someone, you know what you felt, and maybe you let something slip away. Maybe y'all was feeling the same thing, but one person was scared, so they didn't let it go, and they knew that's what they wanted, but was scared. Can't be scared. Second chances are huge. Third chances is pushing. Second chances are huge, no matter how bad both of y'all screwed up. So sometimes you gotta hit that person back and let them know. It may be good, it may be bad, but you either move forward or you move on. Next tweet, let's get it. Me after sex. You wanna fuck again or you done? Now, this is where it gets the sexual tensions between the man and the woman. Sometimes men can go for a long time. Sometimes men can go for a few minutes. Sometimes women can go for a long time. Sometimes women can go for a few minutes. It just depends on what you need. Some people need that blue chew. You feel me? Some women need the blue chew. I don't know what the women version is, but you need to get that shit so you can go long too. Some niggas just don't want a 5-minute fuck. Some niggas trying to get multiple nuts off. In that 2 minutes with some girls, they get their nuts off 2 to 3 times. But then they mad because you ain't came yet. Bitch, you came 7 times. I ain't been able to come yet because once I had to hold back my cum so we could keep fucking. That's me. I'd be like, bitch, stay still. Hold on. Don't move because I might bust and I'm trying to keep fucking. But when you hold that nut in, you heard that right nut in, boy, you fuck for hours and won't come again. Then sometimes you let that nut go, you get back in that pussy, 2 minutes, you're gone again. And then the bitch be mad. Like, damn, you came twice in 5 minutes. The pussy good. Fuck. Good pussy make you come quick. Bad pussy make you want to fuck long. Sometimes. Bad pussy make you want to come quick too. Roast beef pussy make you want to come quick. Seeing some ugly pussy or a smelly pussy, you make you want to come quick. Alright, that's my time. I'm about to get fucking faded. I might be back on this bitch. I'm not sure. Like I said, these are pre-posts, so I'm just gonna throw this shit together, throw it online, keep it moving. Holla at your boy, John the Baby, aka Ace and Zaro. Get at me. Back at it, bitch. I'm back at it. Alright. Here's one. No shade, but I'll never put someone else's happiness before mine ever again. Because look where it got me. Broken, hearted, and crying myself to sleep. So you gotta know, you can't make someone happy if you ain't happy. You feel what I'm saying? That person may always be unhappy. So that may not be the person for you if you're a happy motherfucker. But sometimes you might need that person to speak down on you, to let you know what it is, because you could be too fucking happy. And there's people out here that's too fucking happy and they got skeletons in the closet. So your happiness before someone else's happiness. Because if that person don't know their happiness, then how can you make them happy too? So you gotta know yourself to love yourself, and to have someone else love you, and to love someone else the way you want to be loved, because that's just how the shit goes. Hey, women is funny because what I just read said excuses are for bums. Be straight up, but even they can't tell you what's up. They be lying, say that they best friend's house and shit. You feel what I'm saying? And that's not where they really at. Tendencies will always show if you lying or not, because that's what bums do. Gotta have good tendencies, show consistency. But it's hard to show consistency if someone else don't show consistency. Why would you want to do that? But excuses are for bums. Be straight up. Can't always be straight up because that'll hurt someone's feelings. And being straight up shows they bum ways. So, bumpity bum bum bum. Jana bum. Next tweet says, I'm ready to meet the love of my life. The trial and error is exhausting. That's what love is. Even if you're going to last forever, trial and error is just going to be what's going to keep that bond strong. Every couple that's been together for a long time done had trial and errors, breakups and shit. You feel me? That's what make you stronger, and that's what's going to make the other person step their game up. Because you only cheat if the person ain't doing what you need them to do, even if you express it and they not doing it, but then it's your fault. How life is, the shit sucks. But we all got excuses. Next tweet says, slept so good. That means she had sex. Someone had sex, and it was good sex. Got your nut off. That's important, to get your nut off. Even if you get, a lot of women get their nuts off. Some guys get their nuts off quick. It be a race. Some bitches be like, oh man, you only lasted 2 minutes, but I still got my nut off, bitch. That's what we fucking for. For you to get your nut, me to get my nut, we done. But I like to last on like 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. I don't like them quickies. Next tweet. I need to heal from the things I've never discussed. I pray I find my peace one day. You'll never do that. You'll never find your peace if you don't discuss what's going on. You gotta have someone you can trust too. That's why some people talk to random people, because they can tell everything without having that person feel like they're judging them all the time, or that you gotta hold to a standard. A lot of people, once they know somebody for so long and how they met them and shit, they gotta hold to that standard. That ain't it. When you first meet somebody, that's a little bit. Then over the time, y'all gonna build truths and shit gonna come out. Everybody's shady, but you gotta find the right people that ain't gonna be shady about you, or you gonna be shady about. This is a real ass one. It says, stop being part of the problem and start being part of the solution. That's good with relationships, because everybody got problems in relationships, but sometimes it's hard to fix those problems, and people just deal with them. So people take that first part of the relationship, and that's where they always want to be. They don't want to evaluate, because marriage, whole nother step. I ain't made it there yet. That shit's scary. Another thing I want to talk about is I'm tired of seeing bitches post on here. Females, not really bitches. That's just the common word. But posting, if your dick don't touch your belly button, don't talk to me. If your dick don't hang longer than your nuts, don't talk to me. Bitch. And a lot of them bitches got A cups. Can't even fill the bra. Got boy titties. If men got bigger titties than you, that's my height. That's 5'7". I hope you ain't one of them. And then some of the bitches, they got big titties, little ass, big ass, little titties. Bitch, that don't equivalent to a dick touching the belly button or a dick hanging lower than the nuts. Alright, I'm just letting y'all know. From me, they ain't the same shit, so y'all better chill out. It's your boy Jonna Baby from the podcast Unanswered. Because not everything is going to be answered the way you like it, but it's going to be answered the way I like it. And I may go back on some of them answers because you grow. Everybody got to grow. So holla at me. Subscribe. I don't even know about that shit because this is Hood Shot. This is the pre-podcast. So holla at me.